That's what mine said. That's why I wasn't sure.
I think that one is the master. Because you just sent it April 2020.
That's the
I have
one.
to look at the dates. Because the one before that said Lab Rough.
How would I know? Yeah, that sounds like CD remix. You got you got Quaker video. And I'm not gonna airdrop you nothing else after this. Yeah, so then that'll be it. And you got never mind. That's it. I thought you had something else. That's cool. That's 2 videos and 2 songs. And then we'll play the other video after. You know what I'm saying?
Wake up fresh, bills paid, yes. I stay fresh, I stay blessed. Wake up fresh, bills paid, yes. I stay fresh, I stay blessed. Wake up every morning and I go get it. Please don't worry about me, I'ma go get her. He put up on me like he know me cause I stay winning. He looking at me like a snake but I'm a holding her. They wanna take me out the game cause I be golden it. She wanna throw dirt on my name too bad they know better. I tried to tell them what's real but I can show better. You see that glow up when I show up and I tell them that's a queen thing. And I'ma show you what a queen means. Then I'ma teach you how a queen thinks. Then I'ma put you up on queen things. Yeah, see you don't need a crown, girl, to know that you a queen. You don't need a crown, girl, to know that you a queen. That's a queen thing. And I'ma show you what a queen means. Yeah, I used to worry if y'all would be down with it, but now I'm dripping this swag, hope y'all don't drown in it. They say that trouble don't last, so I won't frown with it. Too bad you thought that I was tripping on you. Now watch this stroll in the past, I'm moving slow with it. And when I'm shaking my ass, I might get low with it. I want this moment to last, so I'm controlling it. They like to greet me when they see me, and I tell them that's a queen thing. And I'ma show you what a queen means. Then I'ma teach you how a queen thinks. Then I'ma put you up on queen things. Yeah, see you don't need a crown, girl, to know that you a queen. You don't need a crown, girl, to know that you a queen. That's a queen thing. And I'ma show you what a queen means. Yeah, wake up fresh, bills paid, yes. I stay fresh, I stay blessed. Wake up fresh, bills paid, yes. I stay fresh, I stay blessed. Give me the ball, give me the ball, I'm ready to cash out. She lead the squad, ready to spaz out. Who need a mascot? You be the mascot. Securing the bag, now follow the hashtag. That's a queen thing, and I'ma show you what a queen means. Then I'ma teach you how a queen thinks. Then I'ma put you up on queen things. Yeah, see you don't need a crown, girl, to know that you a queen. You don't need a crown, girl, to know that you a queen. That's a queen thing, and I'ma show you what a queen means. Yeah, wake up every morning and I go get it, go get it, I go get it.
Welcome to Cloth Talk with Rob Lewis, where we bringing you nothing but exclusives, all the interviews, all the backline stories, all the stuff you don't hear and see every day. And every guest that you see on the show, they cut from that cloth. No, everybody ain't cut from that cloth. So sit back, enjoy the show.
Yo, Toledo, Ohio, surrounding areas. We're back with another episode of Cloth Talk. This is like episode, I don't know, 1,000. No, we like episode, I'm going to say like 19, 20. Let's keep it even. Episode 20. And we're at the 419 Grind Podcast Studio. I'm just waiting on the producers to get comfortable. It's going to be a dope show tonight. I got some of my, I want to say partners, business partners, artists, brother, sister, all of that good stuff. Y'all saw the video. Y'all go and watch the video on YouTube, stream it. Queen Things is a single. I don't know if that's a single right now. It was one of them.
It was one of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, we just be putting out singles now. We don't even keep up with them. We got another single out. But now, the way the industry's going, you really could just live off singles, you know? Right. Like, just drop singles. What's that right there? You got my ring. I got gifted this ring. What camera can I put it in? I'm going to put my ring on.
Lord, help him. I can't. It's so ridiculous.
But it feels good to be back, man. 2 weeks in a row. I just told Jesse, man, we back consistent now. We took some breaks, like we was doing shows and all kind of stuff, and
there was a lot going on.
I'm telling you, like every week it was something. Besides me having kids and a new baby and working and all this extra stuff.
Right.
So I'm back in motion though. We had a great show last week. And this week I got Anitra Chery in the building with me tonight.
Yeah. Hey.
And my brother Phil, Big Phil.
What's happening?
Phil, you gonna scoot the mic up, Phil? Oh, I just heard some applause. Okay.
Applause.
Okay then. We moving up
Applause
over here.
in the building. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. We got the producer. He on his job tonight. That's hey. Cash out the producer if you know the producer.
Cash App is $ J Code 419.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the producer, man. We wouldn't be able to do this without the producer.
For sure.
But it feels great to be here. What's up, Shay? I'm going to shout out a couple people that's watching. Deandra. Everybody, y'all share the video. Comment.
Hey, sis.
Oh, here goes Shay with the vaccine. Okay, we're going to leave the vaccine alone. We ain't talking about me tonight, Shay. But anyway, so we got Anitra Chery. What's up?
What's up?
What you been doing?
Working. Oh, I'm sorry. Working.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers to that. Cheers to working.
God bless you. Cheers.
Focused on getting this project out, seeing what 2021 has in store for me. Really trying to focus on my craft.
This is project 2, right?
Yes.
I'm going to ask you all these questions as if I don't know.
Right.
So just go with the
I'm going to go with it.
Yeah.
It's my first full album, second project. So my first project was an EP.
Which was?
In My Feelings.
Which was
I
what
released
year?
that back in 2016. Yeah, we released that back in 2016. That was my first time doing any type of studio work, for real.
All original music?
All original music, all written by me.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think you wrote everything on that project.
Yeah, that was my therapy.
How personal was that project to you?
That project was extremely personal. I titled it In My Feelings on purpose.
You was in your feelings?
I was sort of. By the time the project came out, I wasn't. But when I was writing it, yeah, that album was my therapy. I used it to kind of let out my emotions.
That was the debut album, debut EP. You should call it.
It was. I had gotten pushed by so many people in the camp. You know, I'm very well connected with Wall Music. That's family, and they had really been on me about doing something. Like, Nitra, you need to get out there and let the world see you. Like, you're a great talent. I don't know why you sitting on this. And I was real reluctant to do it because I had never done anything like that before. You know, I was,
not to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you good. I mean, I was really still kind of getting my feet wet as a cover artist, so to speak, you know, with Soul Hustle Band, and then starting to gig more with Wall Music and being connected with them. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm just starting to do this, and now y'all want me to doing something more,
even more challenging.
Right. Like, and before that, like, no one knew who I was. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I had come up in the city as a singer.
People knew who you were. It was just a different audience. Because you came, like, you were known for singing in the church more then, right? Because that's how I actually got introduced to you at Raymond Word. So, no?
Raymond Word, sure.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't feel like anyone
well, no, I'm saying that's the first time I heard you.
Right.
Like singing with them.
Right.
In the choir.
I sang in the choir, Raymond Word. I did.
So was that like the first time you even like did lead or anything?
For the most part, like, I had sang lead a couple of times when I was a kid. My family's in music. So sometimes, like, every now and then I kind of get thrown out there, but I was shy. I didn't believe in my voice. Like, you know, I come from a family that's full of musicians, so I was quick to fade to the back.
Yeah, because your dad sang. A lot of people don't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He's an old school lounge singer. He used to.
How was that influence coming up?
I didn't really get to see my dad sing too much, to be honest with you. My dad also was a factory worker. He worked more in the factory than he sang. And then when he sang, he was singing, you know what I'm saying, kind of like we do now.
Places where you couldn't
I couldn't go.
Yeah, right.
So I didn't really get to see my dad sing. I just knew that he did.
Did he sing around, or you grew up with your dad in the house, right?
No.
Oh, okay. So let's go back then. Let's start from let's go all the way back into where we at now. Like,
got you.
So you grew up in a house with just you, your mom, and your sister?
Yep.
You was born and raised in Toledo?
Yep. My mom and dad grew up in the same neighborhood. They both went off to the service. My mom is a vet. My dad is a vet.
So they was like high school sweethearts or something?
Something like that.
See, I'm learning stuff. That's why I like doing stuff like this, because I didn't know your mom was a vet. I didn't know that.
Yep. They both went off and they did their tours. I stayed. She got deployed, and I had to stay with my cousin. And when she came back, because I was so young and she had been gone for so long, I didn't know who she was. So
really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a hell of a story.
Right.
I'll take a drink to that.
And so then when she came home and she thought I was gonna, run to her arms.
How old were you then?
Not so much. I was a baby, like a toddler.
Okay.
So, maybe 1, 2.
So you didn't really like know her then?
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So like that's why I didn't remember her.
Them toddler, them baby years being blurred. That's all we do.
Right.
As babies is cry, eat, and
exactly.
poop.
So I don't even remember it. I just know this is the story that she's told me. You know what I mean? And she was like, she came back, she opened up the door, she thought I was gonna run to her, like you see them Facebook videos.
Yeah.
No. None of that. I cried. I didn't know who she was. I went running to my cousin, and she was devastated. And she called her sergeant up and was like, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do this no more.
Yeah.
It was like,
I'm losing something here.
Right.
That's more important.
It was like Harlem Nights.
So
I ain't never coming home.
Was your sister born at the time?
No. Me and my sister are 6 years apart.
Damn.
So we got a nice little gap.
Okay.
Which is interesting because my kids are
6 years apart.
6 years apart.
That's usually how it works.
So yeah. But
so like building that relationship with your mom, do you remember that part of like from your toddler years?
No. I mean, after that, she stayed home. Like she got a honorable discharge. And from that point on, she was home. And from that point on, I was home.
So your dad comes in the picture when?
My dad was never out of the picture.
I mean, like, when did he come back? Because you said he was deployed too, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay,
I honestly can't tell you. Yep, I'm about to say that was too early. I always remember my dad being there. So I got no memories of him really being that kind of gone. I just know my dad worked a lot. And they were young and you know, hot-headed people. Both of my parents are spicy.
Yeah.
So
that's where you get it from. Absolutely. Let's tell the world. That's where Anitra gets her spiciness from.
They spicy.
So elementary.
Ooh.
Were you singing in, or you was just
Nah.
You was just a kid?
Nah. Elementary. I bounced around a lot in elementary. My mom was coming into her own and trying to find herself.
Yeah.
From getting out of the military. Now she got to figure out what she want to do with life.
Mm-hmm.
And so I moved. Like I said, we moved around a lot. I went to like 5-6 elementary schools, to be honest with you.
Did you ever go to King?
Nope.
Okay.
No, I went to.
Sorry to hear that.
My family went to King, right?
King is the best elementary.
Nah, I went to Nathan Hill. I went to Fulton. What?
I went to King.
Oh, okay. I thought you was over there looking. No. I was wondering.
No, my aunt and uncle went to King. I didn't go to King. I went to Fulton, Nathan Hill.
Yeah, and all them schools that wasn't King.
Right, and then I ended up at Old Orchard, and I didn't say.
Where you go, Phil? You over there shaking your head?
I'm originally from Dayton, so when I moved up here, I went to Pickett for a year.
Oh man, that was like arch rivalry to King Pickett.
It was because y'all was like close.
I was about to say you crossed Dorr Street. Yeah,
that's before they started moving the schools around.
Stewart.
Yeah.
Stewart.
That's what's up. So we gonna bring Phil in the interview kind of later into the interview. I want to get us caught up to where
we at now.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So when did you realize that like okay, I can actually sing, or I actually like when did somebody else realize? Was it junior high when you went to Robinson?
I didn't go to Robinson. You know,
See, I threw that out there.
I didn't go to Robinson. Goodness. I went to DeVoe Vikings. Yes.
Okay.
And I signed up for choir. Still kind of faded.
In junior high?
Mm-hmm. Still faded to back. Like I love to sing. I love music.
You knew you loved to sing.
Yeah.
Then?
Yeah, I always sang around the house. If you talk to my sister, you talk to my mom, like they used to tell me to shut up.
What was the music? What was the music that y'all like
in the house?
Yeah.
My mom was a Motown baby. When I tell you,
my pops too, for sure.
All day, that's what we listened to.
Motown and quartet was like all we got. Choir music in there.
We ain't listen to no gospel in our household.
Y'all was lucky because I got gospeled out. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't have that background, so that's why it's always interesting as an adult and then being connected to so many people because I'm very vested in church now.
Yeah,
I have a good spiritual relationship and a good church relationship, and when people talk to me and start getting to know my story, they're like, "You ain't come up in church?" No, I didn't do this as a child. That's not how my upbringing worked out.
Yeah,
but it's always interesting because my family is in church. It was just my mom that wasn't her thing, and I'm sure she had her reasons.
Yeah, but everybody always have, because we all got different views when it comes to religion.
It does, and my grandmother passed away when my mom was young.
You think that played a part?
I definitely think that it played a part.
Yeah, because them grandmas gonna make sure you at church.
So like once my grandmother was gone, which was her mom, she was raised by. Like my grandfather was definitely a financial staple, but he had the women in his family kind of try to rear my mom. And so, she was raised by her aunts and her other grandmother.
So high school?
Start high school.
Okay.
Spartans.
I know.
I'm
just letting it digest.
Let it digest.
So what kind? Y'all didn't have a gospel choir over there, clearly.
No, it was called the Royal Choir, and didn't nobody sign up for that.
So what did you do through high school? Like, did you just like
nothing? When I tell you, so that's why it's always so funny because you work with Leah Renee. No one knew I could sing. We had this mock wedding, okay, our senior year for like I don't know the home economics creative living class. They pick a bride and a groom, and they did this big to do. So
isn't that amazing how they used to teach that in school back in the day?
Right, that's a way of life. You gotta get married.
Remember they used to send the babies home,
yes,
with the students, and the baby would fake cry and all that, and you could cut the baby off.
Yep,
I remember that.
Yep, nonsense. But
and we had the for guys, we had the what would be called what was the class? The wood class, where you would make like the letters,
yeah,
wood shop stuff like that.
Yep. So at the mock wedding, I was like, I sing. They was like, we want somebody to sing the song. Like they was putting together their wedding, and they was like, well, they was asking who could sing. So I was like, well, I sing, and they was like, okay, well, this is the song we want you to sing, and it was Stevie Wonder's "Ribbon in the Sky." So I went home and I practiced and I practiced and I practiced. So then the wedding came.
We need to hear this rendition of it.
The wedding came, and I had found the instrumental, and they started playing the instrumental, and I started singing, and everybody just started yelling like in the middle of the wedding, like, "Oh my God, I didn't know Anitra could sing like that."
How'd that make you feel all googly inside?
I was a shy person, so I really didn't know how to. Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. Like,
I don't know about the googly.
No?
I didn't know.
Being that everybody was like impressed?
Nope.
You wasn't that shy. Because you got too much personality now.
I have personality now, but my upbringing was different. Like, I don't know. It was just it was just different. I ain't like a whole lot of attention. I promise you I didn't. I tell people all the time, even in high school, I was popular by default. My friends were real bubbly. And yes, I still have personality, and I was always a very down-to-earth person and stuff like that. But even if we was on the scene, you would catch me in a corner somewhere, like by myself and for real chill mode. Like, I just wasn't.
You still like that a little bit though. I'll give you that. Yeah. Like you come out your shell a little bit more.
Yeah, I just was like, no, I'm cool.
But I will say, like, you singing now gives you a reason to be more personable.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because now you have to connect, and then now you're in a position to where people will actually approach you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, people won't do that.
Right.
And especially with women, y'all some special individuals.
Mind your words, sir.
No, I'm saying, like, y'all would have y'all 3 friends and be like, I'm not talking to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So trust me, I know, because my wife is similar. Like she like no new friends.
It just be hard, and yeah, it's hard.
No, I
finding
get it.
New friends. Like, people weird.
Y'all, I mean,
it's a different day and age. Social media have you.
And then when you get, now that I'm older, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Because guys, we like naturally, well, most guys, I can't speak for everyone, we naturally outgoing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We walk in the room and we just naturally, and it could be because like sports makes you that way, just playing football in the neighborhood. Like you couldn't be in the neighborhood and be like secluded. Like you had to, even if you had next door neighbors, they was gonna make you play with the kids down the street, and then y'all was gonna play with the kids around the corner. So I don't see that with women. It was always like you see a gang of boys and they on their bikes and they going. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, when we were in high school, it was a gang of us. It was a gang of us.
What you consider a gang? 3 of y'all?
First of all, so in high school it was like we all had our core. So like I had my core. It was 4 of us, but.
Are y'all all still friends?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. We have never really parted in that way. At least I've never really parted. Now, friends are friends, and you have your little spats and stuff like that. But those are my sisters.
All your friends are spicy?
All of us spicy. All of us. Every single one of us. We all got different backgrounds too, so it's all real interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Y'all figure out a even playing field.
Definitely. But then, like I was saying, we had our core, but we was all like, it was a whole bunch of us still.
What friend are you in the group?
I'm the mama.
You boss everybody around?
Nope. I just tell everybody how I feel, and then I move on with life.
Y'all hear that, friends? I hope y'all watching. I know your friends is watching.
They are, because they already know. Nitra's gonna tell me how she feels. She's gonna give her opinion. She's not gonna nag me about it, and then she's gonna say what she needs to say.
I want to shout out Ramona Collins. She said hi, Anitra.
Hey, Ramona. I love her.
Yeah, she's the OG.
Yes.
And Karen is on here. Karen Harris, Lady K. What's going on?
I love y'all.
Yes.
Miss Ramona, Lady K.
I'm all the vets right there.
Definitely.
Them the vets for sure.
Definitely. Talented women.
So let's go back to now. We in the stage of the EP and how did okay, let's go to Phil and then we'll come back. So Phil, how'd you get involved with like the music and like your part? I know you're not real talkative, so I won't ask you so much.
As far as with me, we had a friend back in the neighborhood, and friends with her daughter's father, so it was like he had some friends that was so-called rappers back in the day, and
who was that? Who was the rappers?
I'm not gonna mention no names.
You got a name drop on Cloth Talk, at least one. Who was they?
I don't know if he still goes by his name, so I'm just gonna leave.
So how old were they popular rappers here in the city?
No.
Okay, well yeah, you ain't got to put them out there. They might be preachers and stuff by now.
Turn a new leaf.
Yeah, they don't
turn a new leaf. They doing better.
Right.
Doing different things. Right.
They used to rap back in the day, so.
But no, she would come over on the block, and I would always hear her humming and harmonizing and singing, and they was looking for somebody to sing. I'm like, why don't y'all ask Anitra? And they approached her. I believe she sang on the hook, didn't you?
I did. I did like this little quick hook in this random room. One tape.
You remember the hook?
It had something to do with being a broke $1 million man. That's all. That's it. That was.
Okay.
Yep.
A broke.
That's what it said. That's what it said.
That was Chris. I can name drop him because he had flow.
Okay.
That was only person I ever.
I thought.
I hope ain't nobody else watching. Y'all just Chris was the only
flow.
one out the four that can actually.
Chris
the other three was terrible.
Chris and Vince had flow. I'm not gonna hate on them. They could flow.
So you linked.
I linked her up with them, but then years down the line, I ended up getting married, and I reached out to her again. I'm like, yo, I need a wedding singer. So, of course, my wife was real judgmental on all my decisions. So
yeah. Ain't that how the wives be when it's time to get married? We ain't got no say. All pay, no say.
No say. Exactly. All pay, no say. So, I asked Anitra if she could sing. I would compensate her. I'm like,
how much you pay her back then?
To be honest, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I really don't. She was
real
gonna
be there
humble
anyway,
because she didn't want to take it.
Let's play greater than less than. So was it greater than 100 or less than?
I really don't remember, to be honest.
So she was the only singer at the wedding?
Yeah. And then it was like, my wife had was that the bridal shower?
Yeah.
She had a bridal shower, and they was all still nervous about my decision of asking
so they
her
asked
to
me
sing.
to come.
So they asked her to come to the bridal shower.
They wanted to, we're going to get you at this bridal shower
and
before
then
you
put
sing
you
at
on
the
the
wedding.
spot. Yeah. So.
That was smart.
But she did her thing, so.
What you sing?
I don't remember. I don't remember at all. I don't remember what I said at the bridal shower. I have not a clue.
You remember what you sung at the wedding?
At the wedding, I remember that they were adamant about me singing. I think I did what Etta James at last.
Yes.
And Alicia Keys. No One. And I think I did Mary J. Blige.
I really hate Alicia Keys. No One.
Can't be without you. That's fine. That's fine. Those were their.
I know
picks.
your rendition is probably a little better.
Yeah, hey, that was the pick of.
Yeah, you went with the flow.
I did. So. I was singing the track, so I really was just like, whatever y'all want.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that went over well. Everybody coming up asking me, does she have a CD out? And who is she? Where'd you find her from? And like, yo, Anitra, you need to take this serious. I got people that's asking about you.
Nope.
So for a while, she was like, no. So out the blue, I was working with Chuck. Yep, Chuck Moy, Soul Hustle. And
shout out to Chuck.
Yeah, shout out to Chuck.
That's the big homie.
For real. Anitra finally decided to say, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. I reached out to Chuck. Can you remember
what year that was?
Yep, it was 2014.
He remembers.
And I reached out to Chuck, and I sent her over. Well, Chuck invited me over because at the time he was doing music. So I said, I got a person that's interested in doing some music, but we need some beats. He said, oh, okay, well, I'm having a band rehearsal tonight. Why don't you have her swing by? She swung by and ended up replacing the singer.
Oh, so you did the Paul off the Temptations.
First of all, I did not do the Paul.
Oh, okay.
When I came in, they was like, we just need some help with the backgrounds. We got a lead singer. You going to sing background. I said, because I had never sing lead. I had never sang lead. I did not want that position. I was like, okay, I can help out with background. And I remember they said, do you know any old school songs? And I sang Sweet Thing by Shaka Khan.
That's one of my favorite songs to hear you sing.
Don't do that. And they was like, okay. And they were like, next rehearsal is on this day at this time. If you
Was you late? You showed up on time?
I was on time.
That's how you got the job? These singers be late.
They literally, if I ain't mistaken, then they go upstairs and have like.
So that first, when I auditioned for the background,
y'all putting Chuck business out there.
No. When I auditioned for the background, the lead singer didn't show up to rehearsal that night.
Oh,
Right.
So instead of being late, she was a no call, no show.
So then
It was a she, right?
It was.
Yes.
And then the next time we had rehearsal, she did show up.
Uh-oh.
And then Chuck was like, "Hold on, Anitra, I'm about to have a conversation with her real quick."
And then they went upstairs and she never came back down?
She came back down and got her food and left. And then after that, Chuck sat down and said, "Anitra, can I talk to you?" I said, "Well, we about to talk about."
It was that song. Y'all got Sweet Thing, put out the band. That's messed up.
And that's literally how it happened. And I promise you, man, we had no conversation. Literally all I said to that young lady was hello.
It's like I don't even know who the musicians were at the time.
So when I joined Soul Hustle, it was
I think I know.
It was Chuck.
Yeah.
It was Jerry.
Yeah. Jerry Kelly.
Yep. It was this gentleman by the name of Ben, who played the rhythm guitar. You remember Ben?
Yep, I sure do.
I don't know that.
It was this cool little Caucasian persuasion.
Yep.
And he played the guitar, and we didn't have a keyboard player at the time. And then Tony ended up coming in for a little bit.
I thought we was gonna go that way.
for a little bit.
Because you said keyboard player, so that was a good segue to how we got to your first album. Am I moving too fast?
And then Jerry introduced us to a newcomer on the scene. Had just moved here from Indiana.
I got a cough on.
I got a cough. That's what you're doing? That's what we do? And,
I'm just being ignorant.
I know. Easy for you to do. So that's when Armani came into the picture. But it was interesting because Jerry had invited me to church. I used to always say, I'm about to get back.
Because he knew you needed Jesus.
He did. I talked about it all the time. He did see the spiciness. I used to be like, Jerry.
Hold on, you said needed, like it stopped.
It didn't.
Well, we know. We still need it.
Yes.
Look, corporately, we all need it. You supposed to have the hand clap punch in right there.
But I used to always tell people, be like, pray for me, y'all, pray for me. So Jerry was like, Anitra, you need to just come to church. Come to church. You would love my church. And so that's when I went and visited. Rhema Word.
Beautiful church.
It was. Was
Pastor McCraney was the pastor then?
Yep.
Beautiful person.
Yep, he was. That
was one of my dad's favorite people.
I promise you. And I went to church that one Sunday. I've been going to church ever since. And that's where
something got a hold of you.
It was the word.
That's what I was. That was what I was saying.
It was the word.
It was like fire, right?
But then, and up in my bone. And so then, and then Armani came to a rehearsal like the next week or so, and he ended up becoming the keyboard player. And then down the line, that's when he and I started dating. Yep.
Oh.
And first comes.
You were supposed to cue the instrumental.
You always trying
music.
to stop with the cues.
Is that the
right? Cricket. It was them birds.
So let's talk about that, because you know how I feel about Armani. Like, that's my brother. I love him to death, and I think me and you got kind of. I would say we got closer or more acquainted because of him bringing you around more.
Okay.
And I know y'all experiences together led to that EP. I do know that. So let's talk about that.
So me and Armani got married. We had a beautiful son. And then, life continued to happen. And we were going in some different directions. And that's when the In My Feelings EP kind of came about, because I was really torn with...
Which he produced most of.
He did.
Yeah.
And so everybody knows, like, he heard every song.
Yeah, it wasn't no
surprise.
yeah, no.
Like
He was cool with it. He was very mature in the situation. Yep. He ain't like a few of the songs.
I'm sure. And
he still did his due diligence and made sure the record was right, though. I give him that.
But yeah, when I was in a bad space trying to figure out what I wanted to do in that situation in regards to being in church and having, people in church tell me like, you supposed to, God don't believe in divorce and you supposed to stay married, you supposed to do this, you supposed to do that.
Like, when we, like, the thing that is the hardest to figure out in marriage is how to adjust when the other person change, because we don't stay the same.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Every year, every 6 months or whatever, or a different situation. I can't tell you that my wife is the same wife I had before the kids. Or, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying, like,
in general,
we have to readjust.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it. And it don't work for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it take a lot more work than what it took in the beginning.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Adding kids make it even the more harder.
I promise.
And I tell people that, I said, because sometimes we focus so much on the kids that we forget about each other. And in the process, we working, we doing all this other stuff, and then when you at home, it's about the kids.
Right.
So it's like finding the happy medium to be like, okay, we gotta take care of what we got, or how we even got to this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, that's how the EP came about. It was really just me pouring out my emotions in where I was in that space and time. And like, that's why I always say that was my therapy.
I was about to say, I think it was therapeutic for him too, in the sense of hearing
how
your expressions in a musical way.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the conversation it's hard, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
To receive it. Hearing somebody just tell you out of their mouth, this is what's going on, and then rather than putting it on the melody and then you got to listen to it.
Right. Because then it always comes out in an argument.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You know what I'm saying? Now
a song don't allow you an opportunity to respond either.
No.
You just got to digest it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And you just go with it.
So it's hard. It's hard being.
What was your favorite song on that project?
My personal favorite song is Equalizer. But that's just because that's my song. But
I'm trying to think of the words. I need an equalizer.
Someone to stabilize her. Yeah.
That's what you need.
That's what I needed at that time. Okay. I felt like I was going crazy. That's why Equalizer came about.
You was extra spicy.
I was. And so yeah. But everybody else loved Gravity and Let Me Go.
And let me say this, just
fan
for
favorites.
Just for the sake of Armani's sake, like he went through. I'm gonna have him on the show one day. That's a good idea. But he went through some different changes when he got around us.
Definitely.
Because we introduced him to some things that he wasn't involved in until he got around us. I needed the sound effect.
That's not it.
He jumped over there like mini-me.
But no, like, so all of us was changing around the time when Armani came around. And all of us everybody went into different, directions. So for him, I clearly, let me say that I don't take any responsibility for his actions, but I just know that he was going through something within himself, trying to find himself at the time.
We've had those conversations, he and I.
Yeah. Did he ever blame us?
No.
Good, because if he watching, you find out you blamed us.
Not at all. Not at all. He apologized for some things.
That's maturity.
And you grow, you live, you learn, and that's all you can do. That's literally all you can do. Right now we focused on co-parenting. That's all I want is for him to be.
What about musically? Do y'all still work together musically?
Live wise.
Okay.
It's a live artist.
Yeah.
He's still one of my go-to musicians.
That's dope.
In regards to that.
So y'all still able to work together. Yeah. And then at the church too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So all of those things, we're cordial.
That's dope. That's mature of the both of y'all.
Yeah. Our focus really is just our son.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the best space for us to be in.
That's the safest place.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, that's the safest. That's the safest.
Honey.
So, and then feel like, okay, so you introduced her. I know we kind of jumped over that, but you introduced her to Chuck, and then the Soul Hustle experience happened. Shout out to Soul Hustle.
Yep.
You started singing. Sasha came in when into that? Because that a lot of people don't know. That's kind of like how you and Sasha kind of built your relationship.
So, me and Sasha met at Tony's wedding.
Tony who?
Watkins.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Tony.
That's his cousin.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So we both.
I would say Big Tony, but he ain't big no more.
Yeah, right. He not slammed down.
I remember the Big Tony.
Right. He asked me to write a song for his wedding, so I wrote a song for his wedding. And
you was like legit songwriting back then.
And I sang it at the wedding, and Sasha sang at the wedding as well, and that's how we got introduced.
That's
and
dope.
Then I took her information, and Chuck had worked with Sasha before as well. And I was sitting there, and I was like, you know what we missing? Because, you know, we started gigging more and performing more, and it was taxing to have those gigs where you
3
singing.
3 hours, and it's just one
and
singer.
It's just you doing lead, background, everything.
No,
and I'm like, nothing. And I'm like, all you got is your band, but your voice is your instrument. So it gets tired, you get worn down. And I'm like, you know what I need?
So you don't think we get tired?
No, I do. But, you know, y'all can sit down and continue
Absolutely,
to play.
because you know I sit on every gig.
Not I.
Look, they be like, you got to stand up. I'm like, look, I got the heaviest instrument. This bass is 15 pounds. I'm not standing up for 3 hours.
We don't get no stool, no nothing.
Man, nothing.
Like, let me do a slow.
Certain gigs I will, like, of course, like the casino, I understand, like, certain places like that, okay, I got to stand, the festivals and stuff. But, like, if it's a bar gig, I'm sitting, bro.
No, we don't get none of that.
I'm
You just
sitting.
up the whole time. I be wishing, like, we should just pull in a show and pull up a stool. We're going to do a set where we just slow it down for a minute.
Absolutely.
But we never do.
That's a good idea.
I don't know how it's going to work in the band setting, but yeah, I was looking for background singers.
I think it'll work because the thing is, like, with the type of performer you are, it's okay because you can actually, no shade to nobody else, but people are attracted to the voice. So it's like you can sit down and sing. You can lay down and sing. Whatever you do, people going to enjoy it because they like your singing. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's something that you could try.
Definitely.
Just to give you a break here and there.
Sometimes you just need it.
And then you like to be doing all that gyrating on stage too. I'll be telling you. Where all that come from? Because all that, you talking about this personality you ain't have, but then when you perform.
So, that came about because of the EP. So, when I started deciding that I wanted to actually do my own music, I was like, okay, so if you're gonna take it serious, you gotta take it serious. Now, mind you, I'm a baby to the industry, for real. So I'm like, okay, well, if you're gonna do this, you gotta be an all-around performer. And you know, like I said, I grew up Motown. They perform. They didn't stand on them stages. They
dance moves,
choreography,
outfits,
everything.
Hair.
Like, all the movies that we be randomly quoting, like they was out there doing their thing. So I was like, Anitra, if you're gonna do this, you got to do it. So then I started watching DVDs and looking at live performances. And it was funny because for a long time, I never really got out and went to a lot of concerts or anything like that. But once I started getting engrossed in it as an artist myself, then I started engrossing myself in the live performance. And I started going to concerts more, festivals, all of that stuff. And I got to see how they were on those stages and how they would captivate their audiences.
That stuff is so important, man.
Yeah, and what brought and drew their crowd to them.
And then you see what worked and what you can take what you experience and make it your own.
Definitely. And then I used to feel so awkward when I was up there, and I was like, well,
because you wasn't moving, you was just standing there and singing.
But even when I moved more, I felt more awkward. But it was funny because the more awkward I felt, the more people liked it. So it was me. I felt awkward, but apparently it was appealing to them because I was stepping out of my comfort zone. You know what I mean?
What you do.
Yeah. So I just started stepping out of my comfort zone, and as I did that more, and
your confidence grew the more you did it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I can see that, like, from the first time I saw you perform until when I see you now, it's like you actually possess the stage. Then before it was like you
I was just there
on stage. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. Like when you step on that stage, people know that you were on that stage, and then people know that you just got off.
Right.
Rather than I see some people, they get on stage and you be like, you don't even know they're there.
Right.
They just like elevator music, and it's like, you know, you supposed when something got to draw you to what's happening.
Right.
Like that's the natural reaction for a human being. Like especially like being on the bar or event to where people can easily be distracted by conversation, by drinks, by food, by friends, by all of this. Something gotta, you know, draw them in.
Yeah.
You know, and you do a good job at drawing people in. And then like when you get on the stage, you actually, when I say confident, it's like, you know, and we talk, you know, me and you talk about things where I say, okay, Anitra, you do this or try that, but for the most part, you figure it out. You know, like you it ain't one of those things where a person got to just come in and totally be like, well, she needs this,
right?
She needs that. It's like, you know, one or two things and she good,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So,
and I think that came from going to some bad concerts too. Like I remember going to a few people that I loved as artists on CD, and then I went and was so bored at the show, and I'm like, why this not working?
Man,
like I
went to a concert. It was so boring. And the person that and there's no shade,
no,
but the person who I least expected to have the most exciting show was Life Jennings, and then he had the best show. You know what I'm saying? It was like to the point to where, I don't care. I name drop. I think it was Vivian Green or somebody when she got on stage. Like people was yelling in the audience. And you know, Detroit is hard on people. They was yelling like, "Get off the stage! You've been up there too long." Like it was crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Like it was bad, bro. It was bad. Like people was walking out. It almost felt like she was performing during intermission.
Wow. That's how Mary J was when she first started.
She ain't like that now.
No, nowhere near. But when she first started,
but she probably had to go through those
growing pains and just it's a lot. It's a lot being up there. You got to get comfortable with moving the lights, trying to figure out how to stay on pitch and move at the same time.
Yeah, because you know sometimes you be going flat too.
Shut up. Shut your mouth.
We be on stage sometimes. Her and Sasha be up there singing and I lean up like, get on top of that note. Get up there. But I understand, you know what I'm saying? I come from a musical family, so I get it. Like sometimes you just run out of wind. Then when your voice get tired, baby, or if you tired and
don't
you trying
to
cut, you know what I'm saying? You trying to cut through that. Show? Oh my God.
It's the worst. You can't hit notes that you.
That's why it's good to have some help, because like you could take a night off and be like, you know, because Sasha quick to take a night off.
Oh, you throwing my sister under the bus? She watching. Hey sis.
She is. What's up, Sasha? She ain't on here.
She on mine.
Oh man, Sasha, you ain't hear that. But she is. She quick to take a night off.
Honey.
She know. Sasha be like, y'all know I ain't gonna make it.
So if I call her, she just be cracking up in the phone.
She'll come in, she'll be dancing her way up to the stage.
She pulling David Ruffin on y'all.
Yeah. I'm Sasha Claiborne, and this is Organized Chaos. No, but y'all be, I'm telling you, man, y'all cut through. Like y'all get. I don't like. Sometimes I don't see how y'all do it. And other people that say that to me, they be like, dude, how do y'all do 3 1-hour sets? When you've been doing it so long, it don't seem like an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll run through. We don't even realize we doing 40 songs in a night. Man. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be a lot when we sitting there trying to put together set lists for different venues, and then
what work and what don't work.
Ferg be like, Nitra, send me a list of the songs that we be singing, and I start writing them all down.
Sometimes it'd be like, bro, let's just get through this, bro.
I'd be like,
these people don't care what we play. Let's just get through it so we can go home.
I promise it'd be a lot.
But we learned so much. And another thing, I think, one thing I did want to say, one of your most underrated qualities is your songwriting ability. A lot of people don't. I think it's because they so used to. But you write all your material. You know what I'm saying? Like everything you write. I wrote I wrote a song. You won't even put it out. You know what I'm saying?
We not even about to go there.
But you write all your own material, and that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
You won't let nobody else write for you.
Shannon wrote I Like It. And you wrote a song.
Yeah, one of your songs.
If any songwriters out there listening, don't be like Nitra.
Yeah, you got a fan
any artist
on the EP for sure.
Yeah. I do. I ain't write that record though. I just produced it.
Oh, he produced it.
I ain't write that.
Yeah, you wrote it.
You had to be letting some love go to be write that. That was different.
Don't start. But
yeah, that's my favorite song on that project though.
That's why I say it. It's a fan favorite between Let Me Go and Gravity. Those were the songs that a lot of people gravitated to, and Honeybees.
Mm-hmm. That's dope.
So yeah.
So we gonna premiere a video tonight.
We are.
Yes.
Off the new album. I'm excited.
The single was already out, but the video
is.
Yes.
Ooh-wee. So if you have not,
go download that.
Go download it. It's available on all streaming platforms.
The video won't be available till because we didn't upload it yet. We wanted to bring it here exclusively first.
Yes.
Yeah, so we might leave it here for Jesse to play in the morning, you know. That's if he, you know, depending on how he feeling. He might play it.
Goodness. But I was excited for this video. I wanted to kind of think outside the box. But I be trying to do that with try to bring the creative side. Even when I did Bang Bang.
Yeah, that video
like,
crazy.
Everybody was like, who came up with that concept?
Man, that video crazy. That video crazy.
I sat down there and mapped it out. And even when we was talking about ooh-wee, you know, me and you had to sit down and I was like, I was thinking about this and we gonna do this and this and this. And we just brought it together. Yeah. Trying to do something a little different. It's a little bit more acting in this one.
I know, right? It was fun. It was fun, though. Like, we had fun shooting this video.
We did.
So we're going to go ahead and get to the ooh-wee video, the premieres tonight. So if you want to see the video again, you just got to wait until we decide to put it out. But we just wanted to give it to y'all for tonight.
Right.
Because, you know, Cloth Talk get all the exclusives. No shade to no other shows, you know. I hope y'all heard Jesse laugh. Every time I say stuff like that, let me see. I'm throwing shade at Clyde. I'm throwing shade at Shannon. Everybody but Jesse. Because they get the exclusives too. Clyde get the exclusives. Clyde came in and started running the exclusives off the dribble. So shout out to all y'all. But they won't have this video on their show. Yeah, of course. Let's do it.
He was so good, he thought to stay on your mind like a good time. Perfect fit just like a tight beat and a smooth rhyme. When I tell him I'm on my way, give me his time, cause I hit him with the ooh. Huh. Guess I'm a bad little mama, you heard this how I get him with that ooh. Guess I'm a problem, you know that's the word, that's how I get him with that ooh. Cause I'm a bad little mama, you heard this how I get him with that ooh. You know I got that ooh. And so we taking flights now, see the sights now. He tryna play it cool, but he want it right now. He start to set the mood and he turn the lights down. So I did what I do and I tilted my crown. Then I pop that pussy just one more time. And since I did it, man, I swear he been on his grind. He said now settle down, cause baby girl you all mine. Told him let's think about it, cause right now this my time. My time, listen, my shit, it be so cavalier. I be the whisper in your ear. So let me make this crystal clear. Ain't a bitch in this world I fear. Do it for the one time, for the one time. Type of thought that stay on your mind like a good time. Perfect fit just like a tight beat and a smooth rhyme. When I tell him I'm on my way, give me his time, cause I hit him with the ooh. Huh. Guess I'm a bad little mama, you heard this how I get him with that ooh. Guess I'm a problem, you know that's the word, that's how I get him with that ooh. Cause I'm a bad little mama, you heard this how I get him with that ooh. You know I got that ooh. Yeah, this how I get him with that good ooey ooey. This how I get him, hit him with that good ooey ooey. This how I get him, got that good ooey ooey. I got that ooey ooey, that I pop that pussy for him. Got that good nookie for him. He wanna eat all of these snacks, that's cooking cookies to him. No competition, no rival. I ride that wave like a title. Won't fuck him without a title. Yo bitch gon' make me her idol. Rah. Ooh, yeah. Cause I'm a bad little mama, you heard this how I hit him with the ooh. Yes, I'm a problem, you know that's the word.
So that was the exclusive Ooh Wee video. Yeah, come on, jump in the interview, man.
Don't be hit my buttons.
Don't hit my buttons.
My bad.
Yes, shout out to B Visions for shooting that dope video. Shout out to Kenny. He came through. He was so clutch.
Scared the hell out of me.
With his driving tactics.
Yes, Kenny was the one driving that Hellcat, and y'all see the video in slow motion, but like we was doing that in real life action, and it was traffic coming, bro. At times to where
Like
Kenny was like,
I'm
like, bro, he was doing donuts and everything, bro. So shout out to Kenny.
Yep.
And he was on the phone the whole time. He was running the kitchen, the daycare, and all this other stuff while we was shooting that video.
Man.
Goodness. Shout out to my sis, Sharice. Shout out to Courtney, CT. Shout out to Julio.
Yeah.
Julio
made a guest appearance. He came and said, nobody saw Julio in like 2 years. He came, shot the video, and then we ain't seen him since.
Exactly. I promise.
Guest appearance. He was like, what you doing today, bro? I said, I'm about to go shoot a video. I'm coming with you. All right, come on.
That's pretty
Shout out to Brody, though. That's how he roll. He pop whatever we doing at the moment. He like, come on, we doing that.
Yep. And shout out to my sister friend Billy. He let me.
Yeah, that old school.
That old school. Yep.
I think y'all got on Billy nerves that day.
We probably did. It's quite possible. I mean, I was doing outfit changes on the side of the road. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah. They got you on video too.
They really did. Police came like, what are you doing?
I was over it, that video shoot. I was like, all right, we got to shoot another scene.
Dude,
is that
I
not
wish
enough?
you was at bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, y'all was there all day.
All day.
Jesus.
All day. So it's interesting to see how the different videographers work too.
Man, it was like, we shooting another scene. I'm hungry. The last like 3 scenes I sat in the car like. And then everybody, I think everybody went to Evolution after that. And I went home. I was like, man, I'm not going out. Y'all done killed my energy for the day. But yeah, so that video drops actually on Friday. We'll put the video out. Everybody will be able to get to watch it. We're gonna leave it here and let 419 grind. Do their thing with it in the morning. Friday. Or Friday? You gonna do it Friday?
Yeah, if it's gonna premiere Friday, I'll just premiere Friday.
Yeah. See, that's what happened when you the boss. You just make all them calls. Like, it ain't gotta go to corporate or nothing. He's like, yeah, Friday.
Friday is.
I am corporate.
Right.
That's what we gotta get you a shirt that say that. I am corporate. You know? Yeah, no. All right, I got it.
Is it gonna have glitter on it like your clock? Okay.
You don't like my glitter? See, people that's watching, they can't see that my shirt got glitter on it.
It's very glittery.
This is exclusive, man. Jesse made this.
Honey.
I'm telling y'all, I came in here today and was sitting on the chair. I said, okay, then. Jesse got some sleep last night.
No. I seen it too. I said, it's the glitter for me, honey.
Did it do it for you?
It's the glitter for me.
You gonna buy one?
Yeah.
You see how quiet she got?
With the glitter.
That's crazy.
You want the glitter?
We gonna have other colors available.
You know what? I got a client that would love that glittery shirt. Okay.
A client?
You know her. She loves sparkles.
That's messed up. When your shirt get recommended to a client, I got a client that will love that. I don't know if that's good or bad. That's messed up.
Hey, she got style and she got sass.
So what was the concept behind that, the Ooh Wee record?
Ooh Wee, goodness. Ooh Wee came about.
How'd you even get the record?
What you mean the record?
How you get it? The beat and all that.
Well, the beat is produced by Rob Lewis, aka RC.
You stole that beat. Tell the truth.
Okay. Well, what had happened was
I was working on that beat for somebody else, and she heard it.
What? Because I don't know who it was for. I just remember I heard a snippet of it, and I was like, "You should let me have that because I like that." And you said it's not even done. It's just a loop right now. I haven't finished it, and I said, "Well, I still want that." And then I went home and I called you and said I wrote a song to it, and that was that. And that's how that worked.
Bully. Beat bully. I ain't get paid for the beat. I ain't get nothing. That's how she do. She just bully you. It's a few people that do me like that. It's okay. I ain't gonna call no names. Like Shannon, Sasha, Summer. A bunch of people be bullying me for beats.
Whatever.
It's cool.
But yeah. So I don't know. I just wanted to do something that was upbeat, that was empowering.
Say that again.
Can I say it?
Say it
empowering.
Again.
That word. That was because it didn't come out like that the first time.
No, I didn't.
Empowering. Empowering. Yeah,
you got
what
some
I
extra W's in there.
Yeah.
She was over here thinking about wings. That's what it is.
Empower wings. Empower wings.
Wings.
Hungry, honey.
I'm hungry with you too. That's messed up.
I cooked dinner and left.
I know.
Since you just say,
Let me turn my mic up. RC came in with 3 bags of wings and fries.
What?
So he should not be hungry.
What the what?
Why you saying it like I ate all 3 of the bags of wings though?
RC.
Jesse, I was on my way up here. Jesse said, "Can you bring some chicken?"
I'm not on this show.
But you didn't have nothing for your guests.
I know.
I never bring none for I bring wine for the guests.
We family.
We wine. I wine and dine. You get the wine. The dine is on you.
I cook dinner and walk out the house.
I feel you.
It was, it is what it is. But yes, I wanted to do something that was, vibey. I'm all about a vibe. So I wanted to do something that just put you in a good mood. And like when you sang it,
it's a fun song.
Yeah. You was ready.
Yep. No pun intended. It was just fun.
Yep. That's all that it was about.
So what is it about?
The song itself?
Yeah.
The song itself is really just about a woman asserting herself and owning her position. Like,
that's the clean way of saying what the song is about.
It is. Because it's really, even though, it has a raunchy word in there, because everybody tends to focus on that word because they're not used to hearing me speak like that in my music. It wasn't about that. It was about everything else surrounding it. She's talking to a gentleman and he's saying what he wants to do, and she's like, "No, this is what it's about to be. Like, this is
spiciness.
Spicy, honey.
Okay.
Got to bring all of that spiciness. Women, we coming up."
So let me ask you this. Well, I got a few questions before we wrap up the interview, and I think we might have one more exclusive.
Okay.
Depending on, I don't know how the producer feeling over there. So what's the next album like? What's the title of the next album?
Queen Things.
Where that title come from? Did you have the title before the title track, or is the song actually named the album?
Nope. I had the title before the title track. I always knew that I wanted the album in and of itself to be about just me being in a different mindset and me being on growth and elevating myself as a whole. It's not just in my music, it's in my life. Like, In My Feelings was the birth of a transition that I was going through. So now you get me, here I am, a whole new situation, trying to figure life out again and what I want to do. And I had to grow in a lot of different ways, in my music, in my career, you know, as a mom, as a everything. And I wanted to be on some Queen stuff. And it wasn't no dig at nobody else. It was really just about me owning my place and saying, okay, Anitra, if this is what you're going to do, you got to do it and don't hold back.
What's your favorite song on that new project?
Oh, goodness.
Have you heard them all? Let's ask that. Because Nitra's one of those artists that like to record to the very last minute.
I'm about to say I don't know yet because I'm not done.
Hate it.
I'm not done recording. So
what's your favorite song so far?
I don't know. I love Queen Things because I just felt like it was a good song in the space and time that it needed to be. And I get a lot of positive feedback from Queen Things. And there's a song on there called Love Song that I remember when I wrote it, you thought it was about to be about something totally different because you said, what's the name of this?
I absolutely love that song.
You're like, what's the name
Shout
of this
out
song?
to our producer, right?
He did.
Chris Bishop. I love that song.
And
I love everything about this song.
And so that song was a love song to myself. It was just, that's what it was about. And it says that in the hook. This is my new love song. Mm-hmm. And it's me singing to myself, like, love the skin you in the space that you in. I feel like I fell in love with that song and the Queen Things as a whole, the project as a whole, because I had to learn to be comfortable in my own skin, to be honest with you. Like,
are you there 100%?
Nope.
You still got some.
I think it's ever changing. This, especially in this industry. This industry will have you guesstimating everything. Like, is my hair right? Is my weight right? Should I cut here? Should I nip there? Like, everything. Yeah. Fake it till you make it. I'm not really the biggest on that because if you faking it already, then you got to keep on faking it. I don't want to do that. I like to be 100% authentic in where I'm at and what I'm doing, and I try to inspire and encourage women to do the same. Like, I try to set myself apart in that I just want to love me where I'm at and not feel compelled to conform because of
the culture. I feel you.
And the way that the industry is right now, and even just outside of the industry, just social media as a whole. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We living in a time now so where it's all about acceptance.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's no like.
And I don't get it sometimes. I promise you, I don't. I get it and I don't get it.
I don't get it either, but I understand it, and it's because of, the way I see it is, everything social media based is about imaging. Mm-hmm. You know, so people are trying to sell a perfect image. And that's with looks. That's with personality. Like everybody is. You know how many times we go through a picture before we get the picture that we actually like. So
I
it's
get
like
that part of it.
The thing is with social media and how powerful it is now. We are trying to be perfect. Like nobody wants to post that bad picture.
Right.
Nobody wants to
post their natural self.
That bad event, that thing that they went through, or that thing that's killing them, or that day where they feel like shit, or you know what I'm saying, that day when you don't feel like yourself, or like mental health, that aspect of it, like you know, a lot of people and I think it's because of money. Everything is money driven. Yeah. You know, people want to. You
see so much of it now. Before, your personal life was your personal life. Now everything is for everybody.
It's definitely like now. And I know this is kind of a little bit off the subject, but I was watching Master P's interview, and he was saying like how everything is about to change, even for like the athletes. Like the high school athletes are about to be making money. They gonna be able to get endorsed. College players gonna be on payroll. Like it's about to get crazy,
right?
Because these big companies are seeing that these kids are posting videos that's getting 1 million views, and they cutting them checks now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
The market is there.
It's crazy.
The marketability.
You know, it was like the biggest illegal thing in high school is for a high school player to be getting some money from any booster, anybody.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think college they legalized it in August, and then high school is starting.
Yeah, certain states they do it.
Yeah, so it's crazy. Like that's just the power of that dollar.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
It is, and that's why it's so scary. And I think I moved the way I moved because I'm a mom, and I feel like my daughter really looks at me.
Yeah, like a queen.
For everything. Yeah. And so I'm like, I can't sit here and preach to love yourself the way you are if I'm not loving myself the way I am. And that's literally all
it is.
So
what do you do on them days to where you don't feel like loving yourself?
Right.
That's dope.
Right? And love on my babies. Yeah. That's life.
Yeah, I was about to say, because every day, like,
every day
it ain't,
every day ain't
like
sunshine. That's life.
Yeah.
It rains sometimes. That's life. That's growing.
So I'm gonna run off a few. Well, before I do that, Phil, how's your experience been since you've been working with Anitra? Like, how's that experience been?
It's been dope. I like it.
She hard to work with?
A lot of people say that, but to me, no.
Ask me that question.
She hard to work with.
Yes. Yes.
But a lot of people say that, but honestly, I mean, I guess I've been knowing her for 16 years now.
Longer than that.
Yeah, I was about to say probably about 18 years.
So y'all
been like 2 decades.
So you know how to deal with her. Yeah, you know how to put up with her. Can I say that?
Put up with me though.
Yeah.
This the verbiage for me.
It's just
no,
natural.
No, you just a little spicy.
I get her. I know exactly what makes
you
her.
Let her just have her moments. I'm learning to do that. Like when she get in her moments,
I know when she about to be pissed at something and how to handle it. So it's like
her tone be different.
Step ahead of her when if something was
you gotta teach me that.
Then I'll start my problem solving. Then
teach me how to do that. Phil.
When something happened, and I know, and she'll tell you like, I answer the phone.
You a Virgo, right?
No.
Leo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought you was a Virgo.
Nah, you thought wrong.
Hey, don't say it like that.
Leo all day.
So it's been cool though.
Yeah, it's been cool. I mean, no complaints.
That's dope.
No, none at all. I'm just glad that she included me as being part of the experience of
bringing you along. Yeah. And that's another thing, because her being able to trust you. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard.
Yeah, it is. That was the one thing that I really wanted to get involved in with her, because it's like, I've been around cats in the industry. I did a lot of security for cats back in the days. So I seen how a lot of people got played. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, when she wanted to take this serious, my main thing was I wanted her to be in control of her brand, nobody else. Yeah. Like, you in control of you. Mm-hmm. And I
until help, they cut that check.
By any means, I'm helping you stay you.
They cut that check.
Hey, Nitra, remember when we was at City Hall?
Them check changed some conversations. But and that was my next question. Like, if you could be signed, or is that a goal to be a signed artist, or is it a goal to be a successful independent artist? Which will be a preference of yours? To sign to a major, or to be successful independently?
Success independently would be awesome, to be honest with you.
Because you would still have that control, like you were saying.
But I mean, what's your measure of success? I think that's the biggest thing.
Absolutely.
It's people that get signed all day long, and I still don't know who they are. Yeah. There's a lot of artists that float across my page all the time. I have no clue who these people are. Yeah. Because they still not mainstream, but they sign.
Yeah.
And we sit here, we watch a lot of different shows where you get to hear the unsung and the aftermath of people that had the opportunity, got signed to a major label, and then got put on the shelf because they started putting their attention towards
a mid-major.
But not only that, a lot of artists I've seen that was like signed majorly end up getting their music taken from them, and then it's given to another artist on their label.
Yeah.
So
all of that happens.
Relinquish them rights as well. So
I think the thing nowadays is like being independent and taking on those partnerships. Like, you want a partner. Like you don't want to just sign and now give somebody the full control. It's like, hey, can we partner? Can we do this? Yeah, I just need some distribution or some marketing.
Yep.
You know, I want to keep creative control and, you know, link me with some people that can help my image, help build my fan base, stuff
because
like
you get to see it now, the people that we used to listen to when we were younger. Now reinventing themselves and coming out again as independent artists. They not even trying to get signed.
No, they don't want to be.
Right, they don't want it.
Well, because if your followers up, that's your
exactly. They don't even need it. They like we
market.
already. So I don't need that. So if that was a goal for everyone, you would see it. But it's not anymore. It's not anymore.
So top 3 artists for you.
Ooh, goodness.
Who's your favorite 3 people?
I feel like it changes all the time. Goodness. Up there, high up on my list, it's gonna be Erykah Badu. I feel like she reinvents herself all the time. She stays relevant. She just bomb.
Yeah.
She just bomb. She can collab with any and everybody. She can do her own thing. She can collab with hip hop. She can collab with another songwriter,
she
another
new. I
she promise.
Can act, she can do whatever.
Everything. I love her.
Her personality is strong.
She's so dope. Then Jasmine Sullivan. I love it. I love everything about her. Like her range is ridiculous. Yeah. If I could do all the vocal acrobats that she could do, it'd be crazy.
It ain't too many that can.
It ain't.
Don't feel bad.
I don't feel bad. I just be like, and then like if I had to go like old school, one of my biggest influences, Anita Baker.
I knew you was gonna say her for some reason.
When I tell you, I used to listen to her all day, every day. Yeah. Anita Baker and Phyllis Hyman.
Love Phyllis.
People don't be hip to Phyllis. Phyllis was a beast. Yeah. And her tone was crazy.
So let me ask you another question. You got a hot single that's about to come out, and you got one artist that you could put on that single. Who would it be?
Right now?
Yeah. That one artist that you would be like, okay, get me down.
Shoot. I don't know. It'd be a toss-up right now because who am I listening to right now? I'm listening to Janae and Ari. Like, that's really who.
To be one of them.
Female-wise.
That's disrespectful to Beyonce.
No,
I just knew you was going to say B.
No, that's Sasha.
Oh, yeah, you're right. and my wife.
I'm like, I promise you, they all be high. And I'm never going to take anything away from Beyonce. Yeah. But I can promise you I've never stood in line or felt the urge to buy a ticket to her show.
We're going to stop this conversation right now.
Okay. I love you, Beyonce. I do, boo. I promise you I do. Stop. I just haven't. Like, if I have to toss it up between her and Erykah Badu, like, I go and I be engrossed.
What about her?
I love her, too.
Yeah.
Yep. She dope. Like, it's so many dope artists out right now, like, it's hard to say. Because
anybody in the city that you haven't worked with that you would like to?
Album-wise?
No, just a song. Just somebody who you see how they moving, what they doing, and you like, okay, I can see myself doing something with them. Or if they ask you, you wouldn't turn it down.
Everybody.
That's lit. That's a good answer.
I don't think I've ever turned down an opportunity to work with anybody. I'm always a person who feels like growth is essential and it's never ending. So I haven't come across a person that I don't feel like I can learn something from you. Even if you different in regards to your artistry. Right, I'm gaining a different fan base. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Working with you, or you know what I'm saying? Kind of whatever it is.
Show me something that I don't know. Show me something in myself that I didn't even know.
Exactly. Right. And to be honest with you, like people see me out, connected to different artists and stuff in the city. But in regards to like working with them, I haven't really worked with anybody. That's one of the things that I get ragged on a lot from a management team, because I don't do a lot of features and I don't do a lot of collabs, and that's something that I'm trying to kind of step out on. And it's never because I don't want to. I think a lot of times like it's just never been
the opportunity. Don't present itself.
I'm like, no one's ever been like, Nitra, I want to do an album with you, or I want to cut a record with you, or any of that stuff. People always, now producers send me music all the time. I don't have no problem getting no beats.
Yeah, right. Stop sending them too. The album is done. No more submissions.
Yes, please.
The album is done.
And to the engineers, please stop letting her record. Please.
Nope. Don't do that. Don't do that, y'all. Don't listen to him.
Deadline.
Don't do that. The deadline for the album is. I'm still gonna be writing.
When is the album coming out?
The album is coming out in spring of 2021.
That's now.
Spring of 2021.
So before the summer.
Before the summer.
Okay.
That's all I got.
That's
spring of 2021.
So we're gonna do one more exclusive and then we're gonna get out of here. Anything
right.
you want to say to people that's watching or that's probably never heard your music? Or...
Find me and follow me on social media at I am Anitra Chery on Instagram. Also on Facebook, Anitra Chery and Anitra Burton. Follow me on YouTube, Anitra Chery. Follow me. Oh, and download and stream all my music. I'm on all music platforms right now. So iTunes, Google Play, all of that jazz. And I appreciate y'all. I promise you that I do. What else?
And don't be stingy. Share.
Share.
Yeah. Don't keep it to yourself.
Yes. I rock with y'all. And y'all rock with me back. And at the end of the day, I love what I do. And I love y'all even more. So I appreciate y'all all day.
Well, we got another exclusive. We're going to give y'all off her new project produced by Marley. What's Marley?
Shout out to Marley.
I was about to say he got like 4 names.
Right.
Marley the Martian, Marley Speaks.
Marley the Boss, all kind of Marleys.
Yeah.
But shout out to Marley. Say it again. Lab. And this is produced by Marley. This will be on a new record. Mixed by the Mr. Incredible CJ Mack.
Yes.
Let's do it. Maybe they don't want us to have this exclusive.
I haven't touched anything. I bet you I didn't. That was you.
Anitra.
Haven't even moved anything.
You got any shows coming up? Or are you taking a break to the album drop?
I'm not gonna say I'm taking a break to the album drop. I have a show in Elkhart, Indiana, the 30th of May. I'm one of the featured acts.
Did you tell me about that?
I did. But you don't listen to me. You don't listen.
See how the manager came out of me? I know what you're talking about with Bostic. I know what you're talking about. I listen.
And then I just got asked to do a show with the 419 Grind on the 23rd.
Yeah. We're going to turn that one down, though. No, of course.
I am so unbothered, it's a blessing.
See, I was going to rebuttal, but I ain't going to rebuttal now.
You really learned your lesson. Oh, so you acting famous, walking around like record labels. Really pick your name up when the real truth of the matter is the locals know your name, but as soon as you cross.
Shout out to Impress, we see you.
What up, Impress?
Nate Maddox, what up, bro? Deandra.
Better off without you than when I was with you. Yes, you thought your absence make me really miss you. Burned at first a little, now it's not an issue. I just move to the side, might let it slide. I let pigeons fly, look to the sky. When they ask me why, I tell them I predict that the new start is falling. Oh, I see them hands up. Heard them girlies screaming, get your fans up. You still entertaining, hope your band's up. Just don't get distracted, acting brand new. Oh, don't make them stand up. See them people leaving, then our fans love. People scheming, hope you saved your band's love. Guess you was too busy acting brand new. Who would have guessed it? your name, but they still whisper to each other that you're dying to be famous. Paint a bigger picture, here's the bitter picture. Make more bread without you than when I was with you. Try to pour into you, make your shit official. Read the news today and you're not in the issue. I just move to the side, might let it slide and let pigeons fly. Look to the sky. When they ask me why, I tell them I predict that the new star is falling. I see them hands up, heard them girlies screaming, get your fans up. You still entertaining, hope your band's up. Just don't get distracted, acting brand new. Oh, now make them stand up. See them people leaving, they're not fans, love. People scheming, hope you saved your band's love. Guess you got distracted, acting brand new. Brand new. You acting brand new. In local news. Stop. Queenie.
Check. So I want to say thanks for everybody who tuned in tonight. Shout out to my guests for coming in, my brother and my sister, Anitra Chery.
Thank you.
Big Phil.
Thanks for having us.
Uncle Phil.
Thanks for having us.
That's my brother. Shout out to the 419 Grind, Jesse and Leah and Shay and Clyde and everybody who doing their thing over here. I'm very happy to be a part of the network. So y'all make sure y'all catch the morning show in the morning, Rise and Grind morning show. And like they said, if you care, then share it. That's what I wanted to say. If you care, share it. And if you don't care, share it.
Share it anyway.
Yeah, so tune in next Monday. Sharing. I got True Jones coming on next Monday, formerly known as C-Dog, formerly known as Kalina Feemster, formerly known as all these other names. Kawali Ali now. But he is, anybody know who Kalina? He was like one of the original Black Life Entertainment, one of the CEOs. He and Burger started doing Hoodstock back in the day. Oh. Now he got his sons doing How You Want It. I think they coming in with him. He doing some dope stuff. He got a crazy story. Man, I can't wait to do the interview with him next week. Say it again. Yep. Daquan is one of his oldest. Yeah, so he'll be coming in next week. And make sure y'all stream Anitra's music and hit her inbox, hit her likes on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube. Huh?
Yeah, you did say hit the inbox.
Hit the inbox.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we like, well, nah, hop in her DM if that's the case.
That's what he was getting at.
Yeah, now that he's saying that, yeah, definitely hop in her DM. Just don't get inappropriate because she got brothers.
For sure.
Don't get inappropriate. Because we be seeing them and she'll show us your inappropriateness.
Yes.
She be like, guess
I'll
what?
I'll be right back on here putting you on the spot.
Look, she be like, guess who was in my inbox? I'm keeping it funky with y'all. Or she'll go to Sasha, her and Sasha have a whole conversation about you. I promise you. But we appreciate the love. I know she do. Thank y'all for coming. It's been another episode of Cloth Talk. So y'all tune in next week. Tune in the morning as well. Every morning, Monday through Friday.
Good night.
I say enough?
Yeah, you did.
Welcome to Cloth Talk with Rob Lewis, where we bringing you nothing but exclusives, all the interviews, all the backline stories, all the stuff you don't hear and see every day. And every guest that you see on the show, they cut from that cloth. No, everybody ain't cut from that cloth. So sit back, enjoy the show.